Hey guys, we're going to start with a Vin Yin yoga class. So we'll start on our backs. You might need a strap for this, some type of strap, and you might not. So lie back in supine butterfly, soles of your feet to touch, knees out wide. Take one hand to your belly and begin to notice your breath. Just how it is right now. Then begin to deepen your breath. Inhale into your belly, filling your belly up with air. Then into your ribs, letting your ribs expand. And then your upper chest, filling that up with air. Exhale, upper chest. Draw the ribs in and then hug the belly in. Inhale into the belly, ribs, upper chest. Exhale, upper chest, ribs, belly. See if you can do 4 more rounds of that 3-part breath. And as you're breathing that 3-part breath, I'll read to you a quote from the Untethered Soul book by Michael Singer. I suggest you read his books. They're really good. It says, "If I ask you, 'Who are you?' you answer, 'I am the one who sees.' From back in here somewhere, I look out and I am aware of the events, thoughts, and emotions that pass before me." So as you're practicing today, begin to notice your thoughts and events and emotions that are passing through you right now. You're just noticing them pass through without judgment. But once you finish that final 3-part breath, close your knees like a book. Take a little windshield wiper side to side with your knees. And bring your knees back to center, setting up for bridge pose. Take your feet hip distance apart. Tuck your pelvis forward, so you're pressing the low back into the mat. Hug the belly button to the spine. Drive down through the heels and lift the hips to the sky. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze the back body. Take your chest to chin. Breathe. On your next exhale, lower down slowly and take those knees side to side. Let's do another bridge pose. Setting up for that, activate your core. Drive through the heels, lift the hips up. Take 2 more deep breaths. And lower down slowly. Knees side to side. And take your heels to the sky for waterfall, straightening your legs as much as you can. Point your fingertips toward the sky for dead bugs. Warming up that core still, hug the belly button in, press that low back into the mat. Lower on your inhale, the right leg and left arm. Exhale, bring it back up to center. Inhale, left leg, right arm. Exhale it back to center. Keep moving with your breath. If you feel your lower back pop off the ground, then you've gone too far with that leg. Just don't go down as far. Inhaling down, exhaling up. Finish the round you're on and do one more round. Give your knees a hug when you finish. Take your knees wide and your toes touching for reclined child's pose. You can rock side to side. Reach through your legs, grab the outsides of your feet or your ankles or calves. Pull your feet toward you, push your knees away from you. Another supine butterfly. Send your heels to the sky for happy baby. Try to get your feet holding up the ceiling with your feet. Low back is attached to the mat. You can straighten one leg, bend the other. Then give your knees a hug again. And rock front to back. We'll end up in tabletop. Hands and knees. We'll take some cat-cows here. Knees under the hips, wrists under the shoulders. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin. Exhale, round the back for cat. Inhale, forward. Exhale, up and back. Take any other movement that feels nice to you. Maybe sway your hips side to side or hip circles. And come back to tabletop once you feel even. Let's take the left hand out like you're shaking someone's hand, the thumb pointing to the sky. The right heel goes back. Look back at your toes. Make sure they're pointing to the ground to square your hips to the mat. Squeeze that right glute. Stay here and breathe. Hug the belly in. And take that left hand out to the side and the right foot out to the side just for one breath. Then drop that right foot. Lift the left arm up to the sky for a little twist. And bring it back down. Now you're going to pivot the left foot behind you and take that right leg out to the side, coming into a modified side plank. So the right hand goes to the sky. It's going to look opposite for you, maybe. I don't know. Right hand to the sky, right straight leg. Stay here if that's enough for you. If you want to add on, float that right leg. You can flex the foot if you want. You want to add on to that, bend the right knee, reach down and grab that right ankle and take a little quad stretch. Pulling that foot back to your glute and kind of arching your back, opening the chest up and looking up. And release the foot, come back to tabletop. One round of cat-cow. Come back to center. Flat back, take the right hand out, kick the left heel back, hug in the belly, square the hips, breathe. Take the right hand out to the side, left foot out to the side. Stay here for one breath. Then drop that left foot, reach the right arm up to the sky for a little twist. And bring that right hand down. Pivot the right heel behind you and straighten the left leg. Left hand goes up to the sky, modified side plank. Again, stay here or float that left leg. If you grabbed your foot on the other side, grab it on this side. Take a little quad stretch. And release that foot. Come back to tabletop. One round of cat-cow. Then take your knees wider than your hips, like right at the edge of your mat. Your feet in line with the knees. Tuck your toes under. Stretch your hands forward and send your hips back toward your heels. So it's like child's pose with wide feet. See if you can reach your forehead to the mat or a block. Deep breath in. Full breath out. You can always come back to child's pose at any time during the practice. One more breath here. Come back up to tabletop. Walk the knees underneath the hips and sway your hips almost off the mat to one side and then to the other side. Back and forth. From here, tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Really lift up and back, press your chest back toward your thighs. You can pedal out your feet. Take any other version of down dog that you like. Just try to get a flat back as much as you can. Release your head, shake it yes and no. And bend your knees, look forward, make your step up to the top edge of your mat. I couldn't talk for a second. Into a forward fold. You can ragdoll it out, grab opposite elbows, sway your body side to side. Let's take a little twist here. Plant your left hand on the mat in front of your feet. Bend the left knee, reach the right arm up to the sky. Try to keep your weight evenly distributed between both feet. And bring that hand down. Bend the right knee, straighten the left leg. Right hand goes down, left hand goes up for a twist on the other side. And bring that hand down. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten out your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Palms together, take a little back bend if you can. And come to hands to heart center. We're going to do 3 rounds of this breath of joy. So we will inhale, arms go up together overhead, back bend slightly, look at your hands. And when you come down, you're going to bend your knees and exhale all the air out of your mouth. Swing your arms behind you, coming into skier pose. You can do this on your toes or keep your feet flat. And then flip your palms up. We're going to inhale, come up with your arms. Do one big circle with your arms backwards. Bring your hands together overhead and back bend, standing back bend here. Hopefully you got all that. Exhale, come down, skier. Inhale, come up. One big circle with your arms, hands together, look up. That was your inhale. Exhale, come down. All the air out. Come back up. One big circle, palms together, look up. Last one, exhale down. Ski down your mountain. Stay here, take a forward fold. And from here, step your right foot back. Drop the right knee down for low crescent lunge. Inhale your arms up. Press the hips forward and down. Look up. Bring your hands together, interlace your fingers, palms to the sky, and lean to the left. You can look under that right armpit and close your eyes if you need more challenge. And inhale back to center. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Take a half split, send your hips back toward your back heel. Pick up the left toes, fold over that left straight leg. Reach your chest toward your toes and then fold. Take a few breaths here, pedal out your foot. Then plant that left foot down. Reach back up for one more low crescent lunge. And cartwheel your hands down, framing that left foot. Tuck your back toes, lift the right leg for a high crescent lunge. So you may need to walk that left foot out to the left edge of your mat to get a wider base. Then rise up when you're ready. Try to get that back leg as straight as you can. Interlace your hands, palms to the sky. Lean to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, open up to warrior two. So you turn that back foot to the side and slightly angled in. Walk the left foot back to the center of your mat. Deep bend in that front knee. And deep breath. Reach the left hand forward, flip the palm, send it overhead, peaceful warrior. You can let that right hand slide down the right leg or wrap it behind your back. Keeping the legs the same, cartwheel the left hand down to the left thigh. Reach overhead for side angle. Reaching over with the right hand. Try to get a nice long straight line of energy from the outer edge of that right foot, shooting out your fingertips. Push the left elbow down into the left thigh to pull the shoulder away from the ear. Now in one nice fluid movement, we're going to flow that right hand down to the inside of the left foot or to a block there. Pivot onto the back toes. Lift the left hand to the sky for a low crescent lunge. Twist, sorry, a low lunge twist. Hug the inner thighs together. Now bring the left hand down, walk both hands off the mat to the right. Pivot the back foot back to warrior two, legs. Hands are like down dog hands. Drop the head, the warrior 2 feet, down dog hands. Deep breath. And keep walking your hands to the middle of your mat. Pivot the left foot so it's now parallel with the right, and fold forward for a wide-legged fold. You can take little side lunges here, bend one knee, straighten the other leg, switch to the other side. Just notice what you're feeling in the body. Notice your breath. Notice your thoughts. Then heel toe your feet underneath you into a forward fold to the side of your mat. Reach down for your strap if you think you'll need one. And rise all the way up. Mountain pose. All right, so we're going to head into dancer pose. So all your weight on the left foot, pick up the right. If you are not able to grab the inside arch of that right foot with your right hand, then you can use a strap to hook it around your ankle and then hold your foot up with that, okay? So once you take hold of the inner part of that foot, hug your inner thighs together. Also, you can come off your mat for a harder surface to balance on. So you're kicking into that foot, then take your arm overhead. It's going to be alongside your ear, opposite arm, and you can kick forward. Your chest is lifting up, your foot is kicking into your hand back, so you're getting like a nice arch in your back. Turn to the side. And once you have had enough of that playtime, kick your legs straight and come straight into warrior three. Okay? You can stay here or take your hands to heart center or to your hips. Then bring that foot down and stand up. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Rise all the way up. Palms together. Ready for the other side. All your weight on the right foot. Pick up the left. Grab that strap if you used it on the other side. Reach for the inside of that left foot with your left hand. And right arm goes next to your ear. So kicking into that hand, you're gonna slightly lean forward, still lifting the chest. And breathe here. This is a tough one, especially if you're like Elizabeth and I practicing outside in this sweaty temperature. Very hard to hold on. When you're ready to let go, kick into warrior three. If you need to drop down, it's okay. In warrior three, we're also squaring those hips to the ground. And bring that right foot underneath you. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, fold. From here, widen your stance to that wide-legged fold again. Take a few breaths. And we're going to be pivoting to the back of our mat, going through the same motions that we went through on the front of our mat. So turn your right foot out toward the back edge of your mat. Left foot is still pointing out to the side. Walk your hands off the mat into those down dog hands and warrior 2 feet. Take a breath here. And bring the left hand to the inside of the right foot or to a block there. Pivot onto the back toes. Lift the right arm to the sky for that low lunge twist. Hug the belly in. Straighten that back leg. Good. Now come back up. Pivot the back foot to the side. Rise up for warrior 2. Adjust your footing if you need to. Deep bend in that front knee. Take some deep breaths. Make sure that front knee is directly over that ankle. Drop the shoulders. And inhale, reach the right hand forward, flip the palm, send it overhead, peaceful warrior. Wrap that arm behind your back if you'd like. And take that right hand down to your right thigh. Side angle, lift the left up. Open the chest. Plug that elbow into your thigh to really pull the shoulder away from the ear. Look up if you can. And come back up to warrior 2. Pivot the back foot onto your toes, high crescent lunge. You may need to walk that right foot out to the side a little bit. Okay, so straightening that back leg as much as you can. Inhale. Interlace the hands, palms to the sky, lean to the right. Come back to center. Cartwheel your hands down. Set the left knee down. Low crescent lunge on this side. Inhale, rise up with your hands. Interlace the fingers, palms to the sky, lean to the right again. Come back to center. Cartwheel the hands down, send the hips back for half splits on this side. Pulling those right toes up, reach the chest forward, and fold over that right straight leg. And pedal out that foot. Then plant that right foot, take one more low crescent lunge. And exhale, come down with your hands. Send your hips all the way back to the back heel, sitting down and crossing the right knee on top of the left. You can keep the bottom leg straight out if that's easier for you today, or you can pull in that heel and try to stack your knees on top of each other. So coming into shoelace, lift the left hand to the sky. If you want to use your strap for this, you can put your strap in your left hand, bend your elbow, and then take the right hand behind your back, grab the strap, or if you can, interlace your fingers toward each other, into each other. Pull the elbows back, open the chest. Try to keep both sit bones equally anchored to the mat. Stay here or hinge at the hips, keeping the back straight, or round the spine and tuck the chin if it doesn't bother your back. Release your hands, take your hands out wide and rest the hands on the ground and fold forward, just letting gravity do all the rest of the work here. Inhale, rise up. Straighten out your spine and let's take a little twist toward that top knee. Sitting up tall, look over the back shoulder if you can. Still anchoring those sit bones down toward the ground. Come back to center. And we're going to inhale our arms up to the sky. Exhale, take that right hand down and lean over to the left, keeping the legs the same. And we'll inhale back to center. Exhale, lean to the other side. Inhale back up. Drop your hands behind you and then sit back on your hands, uncross your legs, switch the cross of your legs. You can keep that bottom leg straight out. Again, like I said earlier, if you'd like. And for this, you'll take your right hand in the air with your strap if you want to use one. Bend the elbow. Take the left hand behind your back, grab the strap or interlace your fingers together. We'll stay here for 10 breaths. You can hinge forward or round forward, keeping both sit bones on the mat. Whatever feels good to you here, sitting straight or rounding. Release your hands, take your hands out to the side and fold over as much as you can. Try to slow your breath. Notice your thoughts. Inhale, come up. Arms up to the sky. Exhale, turn, twist toward that top leg. Sitting up tall, look over the back shoulder if you can. Inhale, arms back up. Exhale, one hand down, reach over to that side. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the other side. And come back up. Exhale, hands down. Take your feet out in front. Take a little windshield wiper with your knees side to side. And then lower down to your back. From here, cross the right ankle over the left thigh for supine pigeon. Reach through your legs, grab the back of that left thigh. If you have trouble grabbing that and you have your lucky strap, you can take that behind the left thigh and use that to pull your leg toward your chest. We'll stay here for a while. If you want to gently sway side to side until you find the place where you feel the most sensation and stay there. We're flowing into the yin portion, so we will be holding the poses a little bit longer. You can always come out if you need to. You can always focus on your breath, or just simply let your thoughts and experiences, emotions flow through you. Really focus on relaxing your hips, your quads, your belly, your jaw. On your next exhale, drop the left foot down to the mat, keeping that right ankle crossed over the left. You're just going to drop the left knee and that right foot all the way down to the left onto the ground. So the right foot is flat. Press the right knee away from you and try to pin both shoulders to the mat. See if you can look to the right. You're kind of pushing that right knee away and pulling the right hip back toward the mat. If you need more sensation here, you can just kind of press that right knee down even more toward that left calf, and that should increase that sensation. And slowly come out the way you came in, coming back to center. Uncross that right foot. You can take a little windshield wiper with your knees side to side. And when you're ready, cross the left ankle over the right thigh. Reach through for supine pigeon on the other side. Flex that left foot. Push the left knee away from you with your left elbow if you can. Pull that right leg toward your chest. Take that gentle, slow rock side to side until you find your spot and stay there. You got 10 more breaths. Keeping the legs how they are. Lower the right foot to the mat, then drop the right knee and left foot off to the right, all the way to the ground. Push the left knee away from you, pull that left hip back toward the mat, pin both shoulders, look to the left if you can. We'll be here for 20 breaths. You can stay here with your knee, or if you need more sensation, just really reach that left knee down toward that right calf. Five more breaths here. And inhale back the way you came. Bring the knees up. Uncross that leg. Windshield wiper your knees side to side. And for this last part, we're just going to do a couple poses a little bit quicker. So coming back into that supine butterfly, reaching through your legs, grab your ankles or calves or outsides of your feet. Bring your feet toward you. Push your knees away from you. Soles of the feet touch. Just notice how you feel now compared to the beginning of class. Give your feet a little squeeze if you can reach them. And from here, send your heels to the sky for happy baby. Noticing how you feel in this pose. You can straighten one leg, bend the other. Straighten both legs. And then come back into waterfall. You can stay here in waterfall, or if you'd like to roll up onto your shoulders and take a shoulder stand, you can go for that. You can stay here or come into plow, dropping those feet down to the ground. Bend your knees, take them beside your ears, keep looking up. And come back the way you came, carefully down. Coming back into bridge pose. And take one more bridge pose here. Hug the belly in, press the hips up to the sky, squeeze the back body. One more breath. Lower back down. Windshield wiper the knees. And take a big hug with your knees. Rock side to side. Curl up into a little tight ball. Squeeze your toes together, make fists, squeeze your hands, squeeze your face. Tight ball. Relax down into Shavasana, final resting pose, however you want to take it. Take up as much space as you need. Take 3 deep breaths here. Belly, ribs, upper chest. Exhale, upper chest, ribs, belly,